wired the my earnest money today. I think that the closing is tentatively scheduled for the 3rd of June. So that's one thing that's different with storage, and you warned me about it, that these commercial deals, they take a long time. Usually a 60-day close is pretty standard. And I've even seen 90. So June 3rd, I think, is the closing date for that one. And my partner and I are both very excited about it because we're back home in Indianapolis. It's in my, in both of our networks, we've got a team on the ground in Indianapolis that can support that facility. And so we're really excited about that deal.
And so how are you? And now you're just out raising money for it as well. And doing
well, we've got, like I said, we've got more capital than we know what to do with. So now we're kind of to the point where we're trying to figure out, what's the expiration date on some of this funding. If they don't put it in one of our deals, they're going to go put it in another deal. So we're trying to figure that out and get them subscribed into the deal. And then, be honest with you, we're more focused on AMP self-storage and finding more deals. So we ended up through AMP, we got in contact with an owner in Terre Haute, Indiana. He was working with a wholesaler that was kind of blowing him off. And so we're hoping to get that one under contract. And then also through AMP, we found a self-storage facility in Elkhart, Indiana. And believe it or not, the lady refused to negotiate a price over the phone. She said, I'm really interested in selling my facility, but I want to know you're serious. And so I want you to come visit me. And so I'm getting ready to drive home to Indiana, visit my family for Easter. I leave here on Thursday, and we're going to drive down through Elkhart and stop and see her. And I'm going to have an LOI in my hand, and I've already floated to her on the phone a price of what we think we can buy it for. And she didn't say no. She didn't hang up on me. And so I'm going to bring my kids, and we're going to try to charm her and see if we can get a deal done there as well.
That's totally going to work. Bring the kids. They love it.
Oh, yeah. And my daughter, she's a little chatterbox. So she'll be in there, and the lady will completely forget about, selling her self-storage. She'll be ready to go. So we're very excited about that. We do anticipate that we're going to be able to get one of those deals or another one here under contract. Our goal is probably to do another 3 or 4 deals this year. We really want to try to get 10 deals done this year.
And so for your wholesaling company that y'all are setting up, what areas are y'all looking for, or are we going to be looking in so people know?
Sure. So right now we've got lists for Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, and Missouri. And we're also driving for storage in Illinois. So really in the Midwestern area, for those states. And we've really had the most luck. I think maybe it's just because that's where the VA started in Indiana. We've had a few leads in Michigan that we just couldn't come to agreement on the terms. But we'll be hitting Ohio and Missouri pretty hard here because we feel like we've really wrung out Indiana. Although my partner just was sending me a message today that apparently we've got a source of free leads through a library. And I'm not sure where he got these, about 3,000 self-storage facilities in Indiana through somehow getting them up through a library. So we're going to feed that into our AMP self-storage machine and get the VA calling those and see if we can get any of those under contract.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is something that I'm seeing more and more in Storage Nerds too as well. It's like once you really learn how to find facilities, you can find them for yourself, and then you can easily find them for other people as well too. I mean, this is what we've been doing. So that's because I know Azim is in the group as well too, and Azim has hired virtual assistants, and he's out on the West Coast and he's looking for facilities. as well. So if you're interested, this like appeases to you, like, setting up a company where you could wholesale self-storage. This is another thing that you could definitely learn in Storage Nerds, because you're going to learn how to really, the whole process, and you're going to be able to utilize that to help other people as well.